Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time tuning in, I'm Bookish Reshuffle, and this is the place where we talk about stories that move us, inspire us, and sometimes even heal us. Now, today's episode is special. We're talking about 21 books that feel like a warm hug. You know those books, the ones you turn to when life feels heavy, or when you're curled up on a rainy day and you just need something cozy, something heartwarming, something that makes you believe in goodness again. These are the books that don't just entertain you, they comfort you. They're what readers call comfort reads, feel-good novels, or uplifting stories. And by the end of this list, I promise you'll have a TBR pile guaranteed to bring you joy and calm. So let's dive in, starting with a timeless classic, Book 1, Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. This book is pure sunshine in print, and Shirley, with her red hair, big imagination, and endless optimism, is one of literature's most beloved heroines. She teaches us to notice the little joys, the bend in the road, the color of the trees, the possibility of friendship. What makes it comforting isn't just in herself, but the world she inhabits. Avonlea feels like a place you'd want to visit. Every reread feels like going back to an old friend's house. The kitchen smells familiar, the laughter is the same, and you just breathe easier. If you're looking for classic comfort reads or books that feel like home, Anne of Green Gables is the ultimate pick. Book 2, The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. This is a modern-day comfort classic. The story follows Linus Baker, a rule-following caseworker who inspects magical orphanages. He's sent to a remote house by the sea, where 6 unusual children live, one of them possibly the Antichrist. But here's the twist. Instead of being dark, this book is joyful. It's about found family, acceptance, and love. Every page feels like a cozy blanket. It's whimsical, funny, and deeply moving. People often describe it as a hug in book form. And honestly, that's exactly right. If you search for heartwarming fantasy books or uplifting queer fiction, this is always on the list. Book 3, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Now, why does a novel from 1813 still feel comforting? Because it's smart, witty, and also satisfying. Elizabeth Bennet isn't afraid to speak her mind. Mr. Darcy transforms from cold to caring. The misunderstandings, the banter, the social satire. It's all delicious. But beneath the wit, there's a rhythm that feels familiar, like watching your favorite rom-com. You know the beats, and you love them anyway. Reading this book feels like sitting in a cozy English drawing room with a cup of tea. It's sharp but warm, biting but affectionate. If you're into comfort classics, romantic comfort reads, or just timeless feel-good novels, Austen delivers every single time. Book 4, The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Schaffer and Annie Barrows. Set just after World War II, this book is written in letters, and that alone makes it charming. Juliet Ashton, a writer, starts corresponding with the quirky residents of Guernsey, who survived the Nazi occupation. What could have been heavy is actually uplifting. It's about resilience, kindness, and community. By the end, you feel like you're part of their circle. It's the kind of book you finish and immediately want to press into a friend's hands. This is one of the best epistolary comfort reads and a top recommendation for anyone who loves heartwarming historical fiction. Book 5, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. The March sisters, Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, have been comforting readers for over 150 years. Why? Because their struggles and joys feel universal. Growing up, chasing dreams, facing loss, and finding love, it's all here. But at its heart, it's about family and love, and that's why it endures. There's something soothing about revisiting this book, like flipping through an old family photo album. If you're searching for classic books that feel cozy, comfort novels about family, or heartwarming sister stories, this is it. Book 6, The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary. This one's perfect if you're into modern, quirky romances. Two strangers share a London flat, but they never meet because one works days and the other nights. They communicate through post-it notes, and slowly, a relationship blossoms. It's light, funny, and romantic without being shallow. The characters feel real, and you root for them the whole way. For fans of romantic comfort reads, uplifting contemporary romance, and feel-good books about love, The Flat Share hits the sweet spot. Book 7. Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Now, this one starts heavy. Eleanor is awkward, lonely, and stuck in her routines. But as the book unfolds, you see her slowly open up to friendship, kindness, and healing. It's not just comforting, it's affirming. It shows that even in loneliness, there's hope. That people can change. If you need healing novels, uplifting books about loneliness, or comfort reads with depth, Eleanor Oliphant belongs on your list. Book 8. A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. Speaking of grumpy but lovable characters, Ove might be the king of them. At first, Ove is the neighbor you'd avoid, but as you get to know him, and as his unlikely friendships form, you see the layers of grief, love, and humor. By the end, your heart is both broken and mended. This is one of the most heartwarming novels of the last decade, and a must for fans of uplifting fiction about community. Book 9. Good Omens by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Yes, it's about the apocalypse. But somehow, it's also cozy. The angel Ajirfile and the demon Crowley form one of the best friendships in literature. Their banter, their shared love of humanity, and their refusal to play by heaven or hell's rules make this a delightful read. It's silly, sharp, and surprisingly comforting, proof that even at the end of the world, there's room for kindness and humor. Perfect if you're searching for funny comfort books, cozy fantasy novels, or uplifting apocalyptic stories. Book 10. The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This book is basically a literary spa day. Mary Lennox starts out spoiled and sore, but as she discovers the locked garden and nurtures it back to life, she herself begins to heal. It's symbolic, gentle, and beautiful. The imagery of flowers blooming, of hidden places becoming alive again, makes this book pure comfort. This is one of the ultimate healing comfort reads and perfect for readers who love nature-filled, heartwarming classics. Book 11. Legends and Lads by Travis Baldree. This book asks the question, what happens when an ORC retires from fighting and opens a coffee shop? The answer, a cozy, wholesome, feel-good fantasy. It's low stakes, full of cinnamon rolls, friendship, and quiet victories. It's like Dungeons and Dragons meets your favorite cafe. If you want cozy fantasy comfort books or uplifting fantasy novels, this is the one to pick. Book 12. The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame. Sometimes comfort is nostalgia. This story of mole, rat, toad, and badger is full of gentle humor and idyllic countryside adventures. It's about slowing down, enjoying the riverbank, and embracing friendship. Even the mischief feels light-hearted. For those seeking classic cozy books or comfort reads from childhood, this is essential. Book 13. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. This Japanese novel is set in a small Tokyo cafe where customers can travel back in time, but only until their coffee gets cold. It's a collection of interwoven stories about regret, forgiveness, and love. Each story is bittersweet, but ultimately hopeful. The cafe setting itself feels warm and inviting, like you're pulling up a chair at the next table. A perfect Japanese comfort novel for fans of uplifting time travel books. Book 14. 84 Charing Cross Road by Helene Half. This slim book is a collection of real letters between a New York writer and a London bookseller. It's witty, heartfelt, and full of bookish charm. It shows how friendships can form across oceans, and how books bring people together. If you want epistolary comfort reads, heartwarming non-fiction, or books about book lovers, this is a gem. Book 15. Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne-Jones. If you loved the Studio Ghibli film, the original book offers even more charm. Sophie, cursed into an old woman's body, meets the vain and dramatic wizard Howl, and adventure follows. It's whimsical, funny, and ultimately heartwarming. A must-read for fans of cozy fantasy adventures and uplifting magical novels. Book 16. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. This one's fairly new, but already a favorite. It's about Tova, a widow working at an aquarium. and her unexpected friendship with Marcellus the octopus. Yes, an octopus. It's witty, moving, and hopeful. The octopus voice adds humor and heart. If you're searching for quirky comfort books, uplifting animal stories, or feel-good contemporary novels, this belongs on your shelf. Book 17, Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. This children's book isn't just for kids. Opal moves to a new town and, with her dog Winn-Dixie, slowly builds a community. It's about loneliness, kindness, and connection. Every page feels warm and safe, like childhood itself. For comfort reads about dogs, uplifting children's classics, or short heartwarming books, this is perfect. Book 18, The Storied Life of A.J. Fikri by Gabrielle Zevin. A cranky bookstore owner, a mysterious package, and an unexpected chance at joy. This book is about second chances, community, and, of course, books. It's both funny and tender, great for fans of books about bookstores, comfort novels about second chances, and uplifting literary fiction. Book 19, The Enchanted April by Elizabeth von Arnim. Sometimes comfort comes from travel, at least on the page. 4 women leave their dreary lives in England for a villa in Italy. Sunshine, flowers, and laughter change them all. It's gentle, funny, and healing. A perfect comfort read for spring, and one of the most uplifting novels about friendship and renewal. Book 20, The Rosie Project by Graham Simpson. This romantic comedy is about Don Tillman, a socially awkward genetics professor who creates a questionnaire to find the perfect partner. Then he meets Rosie, who's the exact opposite of what he's looking for. It's hilarious, sweet, and surprisingly moving. If you love quirky romance novels, feel-good contemporary books, or uplifting romantic comedies, this is a must. Book 21, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Maxey. This illustrated book is short but powerful. Each page has gentle wisdom about kindness, courage, and friendship. It's the kind of book you can dip into anytime you need comfort. It's art and words working together to give you peace. A true modern comfort classic, perfect if you want illustrated books that heal the soul. And that's it, 21 books that feel like a warm hug. From timeless classics like Anne of Green Gables and Little Women to modern treasures like Legends and Lats and The House in the Cerulean Sea. These books prove that comfort comes in many forms. Sometimes it's laughter, sometimes it's healing, sometimes it's friendship or love. But always, it's about reminding us that we're not alone. If this list gave you some new ideas for your next comfort read, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your fellow book lovers. And in the comments, tell me, what's your ultimate comfort book? I'd love to hear your recommendations. Until next time, friends. Happy reading, and may your next book feel like a warm hug.